It all started one early morning at Willow Pond, right outside Jefferson City, Missouri. Sun barely peeking over the oaks, water like a mirror, not a ripple in sight. I'd backed my truck into that old dirt lot, unhitching my beat-up fiberglass boat, thinking this was going to be my quiet escape, just me, a flask of black coffee, and memories of Dad teaching me to cast a line when I was knee-high. But then comes this lady, striding up like she owns the world, clipboard in hand, mid-50s, tight perm, sunglasses propped up even though it's shady, and she barks at me, "Hey, you can't launch here. This spot's reserved for the Willow Creek Homeowners Association. Move that rig now or I'm calling it in." I turn around, set down my wrench, and she's right there, eyes narrowing like I'm some drifter dumping trash. Her name's Karen Voss. She says it like it's a title, HOA vice chair. And she's got this list of approved users for the pond's fishing group. Tells me I'm trespassing. Voice all sharp and superior. "We've had problems with outsiders before. Litter, noise, you name it, so pack up, buddy." Man, it hit me wrong. Not just the words, but the way she said outsiders. Like she'd sized me up in 2 seconds based on my old truck and work boots. No questions, no hello, just assumption dripping off every syllable. And deep down, it stirred something. That old ache from folks judging what they don't know. But I kept cool, said, "Ma'am, you might want to check who actually owns this water." She laughs, this short, scoffing bark. "Owns it? I've lived here 15 years. The association's managed access forever. You're bluffing to save face." I didn't bite, just hooked the boat back up, told her to do what she had to. But inside it was brewing, not anger exactly, but this quiet resolve. 'Cause Willow Pond wasn't just land. It was Dad's legacy. The place he'd fish after long shifts at the mill, where he'd say, "Harlan, respect the water, and it'll respect you back." 3 years ago, after he passed, I took over the family trust, Riverbend Estates, bought the pond outright, kept it open for the neighborhood out of goodwill, no fees, just an informal deal with the HOA to maintain it. But they'd let that lapse, forgotten renewals, left benches splintered, trash floating. And Karen? She'd never once acknowledged it, treated it like her personal kingdom. By the time I got on the water that day, line in, drifting near the cattails, here she comes again in a golf cart, with some rent-a-cop named Eddie beside her, radio crackling. She shouts across the pond, "Harlan Jenkins, this is your last chance. Sheriff's on the way. Get off our property." Eddie looks uneasy, whispers something, but she shuts him down, all puffed up. I wave back casual. "Morning again, Karen. That fella got real authority, or just a fancy vest?" She snaps, "Doesn't matter, you're violating regs." And I call out steady, "Funny thing, Riverbend owns this. Deeds public record in Boone County. Maybe look before you leap." Her face twists. "This pond's community heart for decades. You can't waltz in, claim it, ruin our peace." Voice rising. Entitlement raw like I'd stolen her birthright. But it was her power trip clashing with my quiet claim, rooted in loss and memory. And right then, I knew this wasn't ending with words. So I head home that afternoon, truck rumbling down Route 54, Dogbuster greeting me on the porch of my little ranch house. Nothing fancy, just solid, like Dad built it. I pull out the faded photo from the mantel, him and me, him holding a base high, grinning wide, me all gap-toothed and muddy. Mutter, "Pops, you'd have charmed her, silly." But that certainty in her tone gnawed at me. How she didn't see a neighbor, just a threat to her control. HOA manipulating access like a fiefdom, whispers of favoritism I'd heard over years. I dig into the files, deed clear, agreement expired 8 months back. Call my lawyer buddy, Tom Hale. "Hey, pull the docs. Time to remind him who's holding the strings." No rush for revenge, nah. It was about boundaries. Honoring what Dad left, not letting entitlement erode it. Next day I swing by the county office, confirm everything's ironclad, no shared rights, all mine, then draft the letter, plain and firm. Access revoked pending review, attach the proofs, drop it at the HOA building myself. Receptionist blinks, "Receipt?" I say, "Just get it to Karen." That night phone rings. HOA Prez, Mike Donnelly, all smooth. "Harlan, let's talk, misunderstanding maybe?" I sip my tea. No misstep on my end. Your rep threatened me on my own dirt. Time for a reset. He pushes for compromise, but I hang up thinking, let's see if humility sinks in. And oh, it didn't at first. Backlash hit like a storm. Emails dripping sarcasm. Power play much? A flyer in my mailbox calling me a land grabber. Probably Karen's handiwork. Stares at the feed store, but then cracks appear. Old-timer Jim Harlan, no relation, sidles up. Not everyone's like her. She's bullied folks on flower beds before. Chair's a chair, right? Made me chuckle. Lightened the weight. Lightened the tensions built. Whispers turned to shouts. New board member Lisa Grant calls, apologetic. Karen overstepped. Embarrassed us. Emergency meeting. I agree, but inside it's deeper. Community's blind spot. Assuming access eternal. Ignoring upkeep. Fueled by her gatekeeping. Maybe jealousy over new money like me, inheriting quiet power. At the meeting, room packed, folding chairs scraping, Karen front row, arms crossed, glaring daggers. Mike intros me. I step up simple. My old man brought me here as a kid, before your houses dotted the shore. Taught me respect starts with asking, not demanding. Murmurs ripple. I lay it out. The neglect, the expired deal, how her clipboard showdown cut personal. This ain't punishment. It's accountability. Treat it right or lose the gift. Karen jumps up, voice cracking. Why shut us all out over one spat? Families depend on this. I meet her eyes. You started the fire, Karen. Threats on my dock, no questions. That's not rules, that's ego. Room quiets, folks shifting, realizing her HOA throne hid cracks, manipulations for clout, questions fly. Can we fix the benches? Renew fair? I nod. Maybe, if respect's the foundation. After that, things shifted slow, like dawn creeping. No more flyers. Karen steps down quiet. Personal reasons, they say. But we know. I head to the pond with tools, fixing what they'd ignored. Lisa shows, drill in hand. Need backup? Board's drafting better terms, maintenance rotations, no assumptions. Jim and his grandkid join, bags for trash. Small start, Harlan. Church Sunday, nods turn warm. A stranger says, thanks for keeping it real. My boy's first catch was here. It eased something in me. Not victory, but understanding blooming. Signed the new agreement weeks later. Clear rules, orientations on the pond's story. My story. Walked out past kids by the board. One pipes up, Mr. Jenkins, we'll take care. Promise. Standing there now, pond glassy again, I think back. How one woman's power hunger clashed with my silent stand, sparked change. But was I too harsh, revoking it all? Made 'em listen, sure, but at what cost to goodwill? Folks, what do you think? Right to pull access or overkill? Drop your takes below, share your HOA horror stories or wins. Hit like, subscribe for more real-life twists that make you ponder justice in the neighborhood.